What's going on, everybody? It is Brendan. The channel is Dad Planet, and you are watching The One Man Show. So it's time to go thrifting. Let's go do some shopping. I'm taking you along for the ride, as I always do. And it's sort of interesting. It's a very interesting perspective I have, because as a YouTuber, when I'm sourcing for myself and I'm also videoing, it's like I have an army of people right there thrifting with me. So it's like a feeling of kind of never being alone. It's a very strange perspective to have, but it's like having you guys right there with me as I make these decisions live, and then we go home and do the video and the whole 9 yards. But I'm never alone, and I really appreciate that. So I can't wait to get into this video. We're just gonna jump right into it. I found so many interesting items. In fact, there's a shoe brand that is new to me that I can't wait to feature for you. We got a bunch of stuff in between, bread and butter, obvious picks, all that good stuff. Let's get into it. All right, my first pickup here, not something to be really proud of, but it's a Jeff Gordon hat. Ladies and gentlemen, these are a dime a dozen online, but it's a winter circle hat. It's brand new with the tags. It probably needs to be gone over with a lint brush, no problem. And really, like, there are so many of these listed. Sometimes I don't know why I pick things up, especially when I go to the bins and I can get these for super cheap, but it's a new hat. I'll probably get somewhere between $15 and $20 for it. But should you also pick them up? It just depends on what your business model is. And sometimes I just, gotta have something in my cart. So it is what it is. Now, this next item is so insanely cute. So this is a Special Friends little caricature here and it's the Watermelon Kids, okay? And the artist is Sherry Baldwin. Now, they want $5 for it. First thing I'm gonna check for is any damage. And the first thing that I do notice on the back of her head is like the possibility of a little chip there, but if you look to the left, you see that little bunny rabbit. One of his ears is broken. Now, I did comp research on these. If you can find it in perfect condition with no chips, you're gonna sell this pre-owned for $100, major Polo. But I was looking at the comps, and there are even some sold with damage for around, $40 to $50. So I picked this up even with the damage based on what I saw, and I've already sold it for $40. Can you believe that? That's a major Polo. Keep your eye out for that specific little figurine. And I don't know too much about Sherry Baldwin. It's from 1998, but again, $100 if you get it in perfect condition, even pre-owned. And that thing sat there. That sat there for days. I had seen it a few times going in and out of that store, and finally decided to pick it up and do the research, and boy, am I glad I did. It sold within 6 hours. All right, here's me and Ikea again. It's kind of like me with the Nike Shocks, right? This is a brand new, it's like a shelving unit, and Janaxle, I think is what it's called. There are some pretty decent sold comps, and I think I'm the only one that's gonna have this style of shelf from Ikea listed. So what do they want, $6 for it? I'm gonna list mine, I think, for around $75. It's brand new. Anytime I see Ikea brand new in the package, I look it up. You should do the same as well, just as a force of habit, but that won't be too terribly hard to ship, so $75, and we're on to the next store. Wait, your carts, keep our prices low? Is that what that said? That makes absolutely no sense. Anyway, bread and butter item right here, pair of Asics Matte Flex wrestling shoes, size 10.5. I'm going to be aggressive with my price on these. They're black and white. I'm going to price them at $22. They have two prices on here, and so she only charged me the $4 price, which is fine. I sell lots of wrestling shoes, and I always encourage everybody that's listening and watching me to look them up when they see them, because they are pretty consistent sellers. So at $22, again, it'll take, a little bit of time to sell, but they definitely will sell. I know you guys harp on me for selling big items. Now, I didn't end up picking this up, but this is, if you were to get it in perfect working condition and you're not afraid to ship it, it's like a $500 boombox stereo radio. So you saw the stereo speakers in my cart. I ended up putting them back because when I tested the tape player on this, it ate 2 tapes. So MHC-LX10000 was the model number on that. Would have been awesome, but didn't work, so left it behind. Here's a pair of Ugg Kristen boots. These are actually brand new without tags, so that was pretty sweet, pretty awesome find. Style number 101 was a 2497. I went too fast there. and they want $7 for these. The fact that they're brand new, like without tags, without box, I'm gonna price them for right around $50. Comps aren't gonna be that great because again, we're just kind of getting out of summer and this is more of a winter item, but I like that pickup solely for the fact that they are brand new. Uggs can get pretty destroyed, and I don't know that it's worth it to have them cleaned. And I see a lot of really kind of shattered and messed up pairs of Uggs. I actually just passed on a few that I saw in another store recently for that exact reason. So gonna move on to the next store. Great pair of New Balance here, 999 Elite Edition. They want $10 for them. There are very good sold comparables for this shoe. I am happy to pay $10. I'm gonna list them at $75. New Balance is a fabulous seller for me. And I don't remember what size these were. I don't know if I picked the tag up here. Probably a size 11, so a really great size, kind of a wheelhouse size for men. And spending $10 to get $75, everyone should do that 100% of the time. I love shoes because, you know, I've said it before, small, light, easy to ship, easy to photograph. Pair of Jordans here for $20, but even with like that like iridescent style, the comps weren't that great. Now, this item here, and I've said this before, and I want to encourage new sellers, these are the kind of items that really will keep you in business forever, right? Don't worry about stores pricing up Patagonia or North Face or whatever the new hot thing is. This is a very basic, like job site type radio, very small. The model number on it is RF-1401. I got it home and tested it, and sure enough, it's a $50 radio. It worked fine, the antenna was intact, and it only cost $5. And those are the kinds of items that I find all the time. When you watch me in my What's Sold videos, you see all of like the big ticket items, but it's the bread and butter items that really like add up and make the difference in business. So you're gonna find 3, 4, 5 of those radios for every, you know, North Face jacket that they mark up to $30 or something ridiculous. So please keep that in mind. It's a pair of Columbia PFG shoes. These are awesome, but for resellers at $14.99, they're a little bit too pricey. But here is a Polo. Please keep your eye out for this style of shoe. The style is Hey Dude. First time I've ever found them, and I pretty much hit the jackpot. Those are brand new. The style name on those is Wayne. I think I've already sold them for $70. Here's another pair, brand new. I'm actually gonna add one of these into one of my wholesale boxes that I sell to you folks, so make sure you're subscribed. I will be launching those pretty soon for you. Another pair of Hey Dudes. Now these had a little bit of wear on the bottoms. These are Wally Funks. Very, very popular style of shoe right now, and the sell-through is phenomenal. So $25 on those. Those have actually also already sold, and there's another pair of Wayne, brand new, $70 all day long, a brown color. Find of the century as far as new bolos go. If you have not heard of Hey Dude as a shoe brand, please keep your eye out for it. Now you know, now you've learned it. Next, now these look dirty, but that's a $40 pair of Crocs right there. I will show you my listing. The style is Crocs Islander Pit Crew. This is a very desirable style, and yes, you can see a little bit of wear on the bottom, but that is not going to deter a buyer. They are, I think a men's size 6 and a women's size 8. They cleaned up very well. And actually, if you just search, as of course, the time of this recording, Crocs Islander Pit Crew in the eBay app, you'll see 116 or so current listings, but in the last 90 days, 172 have sold. So that should tell you it's a very desirable in-demand style Croc. His sell-through rate is very, very good. And that was just cosmetic, the issues that you saw. So I throw them in the wash. If you haven't seen my how to sell pre-owned shoes on eBay video, I show you how I wash shoes. So please take a look at that. Next thing, we're gonna hit the racks. Pair of Lululemon. That was a cardio squad jacket. I am throwing that in a wholesale box for you folks so that you can earn some money on that one. And then I found a Define jacket right here. It was kind of black, heather gray style. $50 on that. That sold very fast. It sold like in under a day. So that one is already gone, but we're having a ton of success in this very small store here. So I'm just gonna check the racks for anything else that stands out. There was an Indians jersey there. It was Corey Kluber, Cleveland Indians, but there really wasn't that great at comps on that, so I left that behind, although I do still actively source and sell Cleveland Indians apparel. It's still selling very, very well. Nice Vineyard Vines shirt, but too plain for me. Size medium, I think. I left that one behind. All right. Now here's a brand new pair of MN, ML, M1 denim jeans. Now I went to their website and they are offering this exact style, this exact size 30, for $42. So the starting price for me is a little bit low. I could have, I picked them up, put them in my cart, but I ended up setting it back. It's going to cost me $7 for that pair. And if they're only $42 brand new on their website, how much money am I really going to make at the end of the day? So left those behind, but definitely grabbed the Vineyard Vines Performance Sankety pullover, half zip. I have that listed for 40 bucks. I think this only cost me $5 in this location, so not 100% sure. They could have moved them up to $7, but I love selling Vineyard Vines performance wear because it sells pretty consistently for me, and we're doing really well right here. But like I said, that Cardio Squad Lululemon, that goes in a wholesale box for you folks. I'm gonna put a pair of those brand new Hey Dudes in there for you as well. It's coming very, very soon. So last stop here. We're moving over to another location, and I'm just checking the knickknacks, the trinkets, see if there's anything I missed. Sometimes you can find like some really nice candles kind of wedged in here, but I didn't really see anything this trip. It's like later in the day, so you've had a lot of people kind of coming in and out. It's a very busy location, but I had to show you this because it's kind of hilarious. So I always say Polo Ralph Lauren, the big pony style is a Polo style you want to look for, but this is absolutely fake. Polo does not make a tag that looks anything like that. And then I'm going to show you the inside tag here, which is like insane because the embroidery is not bad, but the stitching was terrible. The tags are absolutely fake, and the buttons were even worse. I can't remember if Polo Ralph Lauren puts their name on their buttons, but that definitely is not a button that they use. So factoring them all together, yes, you will still find Polo Ralph Lauren copied. That's one you definitely want to pass up. So last thing here, a brand new rack came out. One of my favorite things to peruse when I'm in store. And nothing really turning up. And this kind of happens a lot when you're looking at it, with the exception of this right here, a home run. Patagonia Better Sweater. What do they have on it? $10. The color is like a heather blue color. It's a size small. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's in mint condition. I already have this photographed and listed for $50. At $10, you have to take that deal, especially on a brand this popular. Now I have to tell you, better sweaters for Patagonia, the price looks like they're coming down slightly, but the vast majority of Patagonia items are still holding their value. So keep that in mind, but we're doing fabulous here. I've only spent $89 total, and the total listed value for everything is around $790. These were wonderful finds, all of these trips. I'm very satisfied. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and maybe you learned something, especially with that brand of shoes. I have the absolute best audience. All of you that are subscribed, those of you that will eventually, and everybody else in between that watches every minute of me every second. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully this information is impactful in your life and in your business, and it's helping you make a little bit more money. I'll never take any of that for granted. Brendan here, Dad Planet, the one-man show. Hit the like button if you liked what you saw or you learned something today, and then always consider becoming a member of the Dad Planet family by subscribing and hitting the bell notification icon so that you know every single time I upload a video to YouTube. But that is it. That's all I have for you. You guys rock. I'll see you in the next one.